streets. You almost got the best of me. Now you hear me, I'm back on my feet, and you won't get the rest of me. I changed my style, bustin' loose. I got a family now, bustin' loose. I got a reason to start out bustin' loose. Bustin' loose, still not perfect, but I'm learning. I'm feeling good, I'm bustin' loose. I'm bustin' loose. I can see my love returning. Get out the way, I'm bustin' loose.
Mimi,
Rudy,
Nikki,
me,
and me. Everybody has everything.
except Mr. Sonny Barnes.
Oh, I forgot about him being here.
And he forgot that he's supposed to be up and helping. Trish, go get another setting and I'll call down to his room. Oh, Mr. Barnes, breakfast is ready. Where are you guys going?
To the gas station. Trish is swimming in the bathroom for so long, they think they must have squatters' rights.
Mr. Barnes?
Good morning, one and all.
Excuse me.
See you later.
Mimi, you ought to think about getting a larger hot water heater. I was taking a shower just for a half hour. And the water got colder than the look that you're giving me now. And you know, you ought to think about adding on an extra bathroom to this house. Or teaching 2 of those kids how to use a litter box. Breakfast, my favorite first meal of the day. I think I'll start off with something light. How about some orange juice, fresh squeezed, as not to bruise the pulp. And some ham and eggs, eggs over easy, as not to bruise the yolk.
Keep it up. And you'll be wearing your eggs raw, so as not to bruise your head. Now, Mr. Barnes, when Judge Heimer assigned you to do community service here, did he say that this was the Philadelphia branch of Club Med? Or did he use words like help out and keep an eye on the kids, make sure that everything is in good repair, or go back and face the court?
Oh, now you're beginning to jog my memory. And starting Monday morning, you'll see a real dynamo in action.
What's wrong with today?
It's Saturday, the Sabbath.
Jewish, Mr. Barnes?
Only on Saturdays and holidays.
Look, it had to be Schmidt. No one else has that power.
You're wrong. I know it.
Mr. Barnes.
Mr. Barnes was my father. You can call me Sonny.
Sonny, Nikki and I were just arguing over who is the longest homer in Philly history.
Ah, you've come to the right place. Sonny, statistics are us, Barnes. I just happened to be in the stands that day when Mike hit the biggie.
I told you it was Schmidt.
I happen to have my glove with me because you never know when you'll be called on to save a game. The ball was headed for parts unknown. I leaped out of my chair, ran all the way up the aisle to the very, very last row, stretched way, way up on my tippy toes, and snagged that baby before it went out of the ballpark. Mike Smith, August 24th, 1985.
Woo! All right, Sonny. Woo! Woo! Sonny.
Mr. Barnes? Off the chair. Now, you should have stretched all the way to 1987, when Glenn Wilson hit one 416 feet, the longest homer in Philly history.
Hey, Mimi, you knew that?
Hey, if you really want to be dazzled, check me out on Walter Payton's rushing yardage.
All right. Mimi. Woo! Now, Mimi, we're still having a picnic today, right?
Of course we are. Oh, now, before I leave, Mr. Barnes, I want to remind you of your duties. The dishes have to be washed, the beds have to be made, and the plants have to be watered and talked to.
I don't know what to say to your chrysanthemum, even though I could have a little rap with your African violet.
Oh, and the furniture also needs polishing, and the carpets need shampooing, and that broken rocking chair needs to be thrown out. Have a nice day.
Bye, Mimi.
Bye,
Later.
baby.
Boy, if the Marines had women like that, they wouldn't need a few good men.
Hey, Mimi's okay.
Just the other day, Judge Heimer gave me the option of either doing community service here or cleaning up state highways under the supervision of Mike, Mad Dog Kerrigan. I wonder if Mike, the Mad Dog Kerrigan, needs another helping hand.
Now, wait a minute, Sonny. Mimi's great.
She's wonderful.
She's done a whole lot for us, taking us into her house and all.
She just expects you to do what she asks.
When, she asks.
And how? She asks.
Oh, I see. The old uncreative approach. Everything by the book. Button all the buttons. Dot all the I's. Never go for the gusto in life. Well, let me tell you something, kids. Life is like a crystal clear lake. Some of us just dip our toes into it. That's Mimi. Other of us dive right into the deepest portion of the lake. That's me. Sonny, wet all over Barnes. Let me tell you about the time I met the rest of my party had quit. So I knew the country was counting on me. And finally, I made it. The first black man to reach the top of Mount Everest. Twice.
Twice?
Yeah, I had to do it the second time for the 11 o'clock news.
Is there anything you can't do?
I can't think of anything.
Can you fix Laura?
Ooh, you know, I used to have a doll like that when I was a kid.
You used to play with dolls?
Wait, you used to squeeze them, and they used to say, Mama.
Except for now, they squeeze me, and I say, Mama.
Combination, eating junk and talking trash.
Did you know that Sonny was the first black person to climb to the top of Mount Everest twice?
That's right, he could have played with the 76ers, but instead he became the youngest jet pilot.
I know, I heard him pilot in here.
Oh, come on, Mimi, cool out. Have yourself a Four Musketeers bar.
Mr. Barnes, there were only 3 musketeers.
Everybody always forgets about Lamont. The lost musketeer. I used to always say, hey, look, my man Lamont, you better get yourself a press agent, otherwise they're gonna write you out of history.
Thank you very much for the history lesson, but where did this garbage come from?
Sonny! He had it delivered. He has a charge account at Sweet Sid Sugar Shack.
Mr. Barnes, what is going on here? This place looks like the sanitation department made a delivery.
I'll get on with the chores.
Oh, don't bother. You must be exhausted from climbing Mount Everest.
Wow, Mimi hasn't been this mad since Sue called Santa Claus.
I only called him a couple of times.
A day.
For 2 months.
At $2 a call.
That does kind of take the ho out of it.
It's a clean sweep. Not one bed has been made, and that bathtub has more rings than Mr. T.
Relax, Mimi, I'll get to it.
I'll get to it. Hello, may I please speak to Judge Heimer? Well, ask him to please call Mimi Shaw. There's something he's arranged that isn't quite working out.
Mimi, does that mean that you...
It means what it sounds like.
Well, you know what they say, all play and no work. Come on, Nick, I think we hear those dishes calling.
Yeah. Let's go, Sue, and I'll race you to the bedroom.
Oh, come on, Mimi. Me and the kids were just getting to know each other.
I think we know as much as we need to know about you, Mr. Barnes.
As Tammy Baker would say, before she started to take off her makeup, I don't think this is gonna be easy.
I wish Mimi wasn't sending Sonny away.
Yeah, I like him. He's funny, like Eddie Murphy.
He's nice. Like Bill Cosby.
He's cute, like Alf.
Yeah, well, we could have Murphy, Cosby, and Alf all in one. And we blew it.
Now, what do you mean, we, BB Brain? You're the one that got him to call Sweet Sid Sugar Shack.
Oh, yeah, well, you're the one that made him climb Mount Everest 3 times.
And because of you, Mimi sorted him out.
Don't blame me. It was Rudy's fault.
Oh, always, Rudy, and will you stop fogging up my glasses? And another thing, if it wasn't for you, we... Well, who ate all the fortune cookies and the fortune?
And who didn't do the dishes?
And who goofed on the bed?
You guys were the worst.
That's right.
Be quiet. I want to say something.
Hey, keep the truth out of my face. What is it?
I'm gonna miss him.
You know, Nikki's right.
I'm gonna miss him too.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't go.
Well, what are they gonna do now?
Hey, I got it. Hey, you remember the time I asked me for that bike?
Sure, you settled for a chocolate bar.
Yes, but that was my plan. Here, go sit over there, Tris. Hey, you guys, check this out.
So tired.
Hi, Mimi. I guess all the chores are done.
Yes, they are.
I'll do any sewing you need, and I'll stay with it as long as my eyesight lasts.
Well, that's very generous of you, Sue Ann, but everything seems to be taken care of. A little late,
You're right.
and certainly not the way I would have liked it.
Right again.
And I was
You're
just...
right.
She hasn't finished yet.
But she's probably right.
You're right.
Mimi, let us make this easy on you. Our behavior today was atrocious.
Despicable. Unbearable.
A Dom, a Mon, a Bondi, a Dom, what he said.
So even though it's our fault that Sonny didn't get a chance to do his chores, we'll understand if you just have to get rid of him.
Get rid of him.
You're right.
I told you Mimi couldn't handle it. We're right?
Mm-hmm. Your behavior today stunk. Sonny Barnes came in the door and everything we built together for a year just flew out the window.
Does that mean you don't love us anymore?
Oh, no, my darlings. I love all of you very much.
Enough to give Sonny another chance?
I'm afraid my mind is made up. Sorry.
Well, you sure faked out Mimi, Mr. Slick. This time we didn't even get a chocolate bar.
Going somewhere, Mr. Barnes?
Oh, I thought I'd wait outside. I didn't want to clutter up your house.
You don't have to wait outside. I haven't heard from Judge Heimer yet.
I thought... Well, I was thinking... If we...
What about...
But I...
What was...
why don't you go first? It's your house.
Well, you probably think I'm overreacting. Mr. Barnes, let me ask you a question.
Okay, but no trigonometry.
Didn't I ask you to throw that chair out?
Oh, I thought I would give you the honor since you like throwing things out of the house.
Oh, come on now, don't make me the bad guy. You're the one that messed up. Oh, wait, be careful. The chair is... You can...
Sometimes you just gotta take a chance in life.
How are you doing that?
Just like this. Just rocking and rolling. Why don't you give it a try?
Oh, no. No.
Come on. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta get wet all over.
It's fixed. You fixed it.
I do have some skills.
I know I came down on you pretty hard, but when I heard all those lies you were dishing out, I just blew my top.
What lies?
Try the one where you're the youngest jet pilot in the Air Force.
Hey, that's not a lie. I enlisted when I was 5 years old. I flew my paper and wood F-86 Sabre jets to school every morning. Sonny Barnes, U.S. Air Force, at your service.
How about the one where you were playing with the 76ers?
Look, Mimi, I was just trying to bring a little adventure to them.
And all I'm trying to do is protect them. I mean, their lives haven't been easy. Bouncing from orphanage to orphanage, from foster home to foster home. I want to make sure they have a decent set of values.
Oh, I see. If it isn't Mimi Shaw's way, then it's no way at all. Why don't you just hang a big sign out in the front lawn? Hey, world, keep out!
I don't need you to tell me how to run things. I was doing all right.
Sorry, Mimi. I guess I blew it. But you gotta admit, it didn't take me long. First time at bat, and I struck out.
It happens.
Not to you, I bet.
You lose.
Oh, come on.
Really? My first day on the job as a social worker? Boy, I was just out of college and I knew everything. They assigned me to the records department where they put all the hot shots. Well, I was gonna save the world. Anyway, I hopped over to the computer to simplify the files. Well, in just 20 minutes, I had all the Medicare cases getting dancing lessons. All the foster homes were turned into animal shelters. And everybody in Philadelphia lost their Social Security. God, I did all of that. I did everything except start World War III.
I bet they fired your tail out of there fast.
No, they gave me another chance. Hey, kids, how about a picnic? You too, Mr. Barnes.
You mean it?
Sonny, too?
Mr. Barnes, too.
Mr. Barnes was my father. You can call me Sonny.
Sonny, too.
But it's dark out.
I'm afraid to go out without my nightlight.
Well, I bet we can have a picnic right here. Why don't you go get the tablecloths from the dining room and the food is in the kitchen?
Okay.
Sonny, what did you eat when you got to the top of Mount Everest?
Mostly frozen foods.
Oh, I forgot Judge Heimer. I better cancel that call.
Oh, wait a minute. I took the liberty of calling Judge Heimer myself. Judge Heimer, this is Mimi Shaw. Forget that message about Sonny Barnes. Sometimes you just gotta get wet all over. Come on, let's eat what we got here. What is it?
That was some story you told about helping Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie write the lyrics to We Are the World.
Well, they needed a little help with the Western Hemisphere.
I'm sure. But, Sonny, try to go easy on the stories. These kids are really impressionable. And remember, now, you're still on probation 2 ways. Once with Judge Heimer and once with me.
Oh, well, let me get that.
Oh, thank you. Oh, now, don't forget, now, when the kids get up at 6, They have to make their beds, eat their breakfast, do their homework, and clean their rooms.
Boy, that's a tough morning.
Well, not with you around to make sure that it gets done. And when it's all finished, I have some more chores for you. Good night, Sonny.
Oh, man. 5 years. My. Ah. One down, 4 years and 364 days to go.